Purpose of this book. 1. The objective of this book is to help support healthy individuals and foster a more healthy society by utilizing the unchanging principles of Ayurveda. 2. This book is meant for people who are under the guidance of a Vaidya Ayurvedic doctor as a compendium of information to support the healthy lifestyle that is necessary when healing with Ayurvedic practices. 3. It is also meant for those who want to preserve and promote health and avoid illness in the future for themselves and for those they love. 4. This book emphasizes how to integrate Ayurvedic lifestyle practices into a modern life. What is meant by lifestyle? 1. In terms of Ayurveda, lifestyle is a catch-all word meant to encompass all things that produce effects over our body, mind, and spirit. 2. It includes our habitual thoughts and beliefs as they affect our mind and spirit. It includes regular physical activities like exercise, sleep, driving, work, and even love making. 3. Creating balance in our lives and the lives of the people we are responsible for will have magnified effects in the well-being of the society as well as personal long-term benefits to us. Attitude towards life and its purpose. 1. We have to choose our attitude towards life and health. No one can do it for us. 2. In Indian philosophy, life is divided into 4 quadrants: Brahmacharya Ashrama, Gruhasthashrama, Vanaprasthashram, and Sannyasashram. If this is understood properly, we understand the purpose of life and do not indulge in short-term pleasures. Relationship between lifestyle and health. 1. A healthy lifestyle keeps you on the right path to health, whereas deviation leads to disease. 2. Ayurveda has described daily and seasonal routines, swasthavritta, and rules for good conduct, sadvritta. 3. The human body works like a car. If the assembly is good and if you maintain it and care for it in the correct way, it serves you well for long time. Health in the modern world. There are many factors associated with lifestyle that have drastically changed during the past few generations. These changes make it quite challenging to follow a healthy lifestyle, and yet it is even more important these days to live in a manner that protects us from the negative impact of modern life. Food is a good example of this and the most important aspect in health and disease. For thousands of years, farming was done in a traditional way. But with the knowledge of modern science and a desire to produce even more food, a total change has occurred in cultivation, preservation, and transportation of food. New species have been developed through hybridization, which decreases genetic diversity and necessitate the use of more machinery and chemicals in farming. There are very few but large companies that control food production and distribution for many of us, so healthy options are often hard to find. Toxic chemical fertilizer is ubiquitous and destroys soil health and creates a dependency on the companies that produce them. Pesticides have to be used as prophylaxis because the hybridized crops do not have the immunity of the original crops. Many of these changes have been made to maximize production and increase profit for large companies. There was really no consideration of the deleterious long-term effects of this kind of farming on food quality, health of soil and produce, or of the effects on society as a whole. We must ask ourselves, when the plants do not have immunity and fertility by themselves, how can we gain immunity and vitality by consuming this kind of food? Is it any surprise that we find rates of diseases of all kinds are rising at dramatic speed? Ayurveda understands that the root cause of all diseases relates to what we put into our body. Seedless varieties of many foods have been common for a while and are considered more convenient to eat. More recently, seed companies have developed seeds that will produce infertile fruits and seeds, so that farmers have to buy seeds annually rather than collecting and saving their own seeds. A vicious cycle of infinite hybridized crops, pesticides, and fertilizers has been put in place. The impact of this on farmers and farming communities has been tragic. The impact on consumers' health is also dire. Ayurveda assures us that we take on the qualities of the foods which we eat. It is obvious what impact this will have on human health. Infertile fruits and seeds will lead to infertility in those who eat these foods. Moreover, when the plants do not have natural immunity, how can we gain immunity by consuming this weakened food? As a result of these changes, we have damaged our soil and invited many dangerous diseases all over the planet. Unfortunately, many people are not aware of these facts, nor are they aware of the impact of eating foods produced in these conditions on their bodies. The modern world has also dramatically changed where we live, our type of housing, how we travel, the quality of the atmosphere and the water that we consume, etc. in the last several generations. Each of these changes has had an impact on our lives. Motivated by the desire to appear ultra modern and to have an easier life, we use various devices in the home: glazed tiles, concrete walls, refrigerators and freezers, air conditioners, mixers, pressure cookers, microwave ovens, plastic containers, chemical cleansing agents, etc. have become part and parcel of our modern lifestyle. In addition, the hectic urban speed of life, demanding workloads, and irregular schedules have given rise to a need to save time. Instead of preparing fresh food every meal, we find only enough time to buy pre cooked or instant foods, or We eat out in restaurants. All kinds of these, all kinds of new devices are constantly being invented to keep up with the fast pace of modern life. We have become dependent on many of these conveniences without necessarily understanding the impact they may be having on our health. Investigating the effects of modern living on our health and society must be done so we can become aware of which modern technologies are safe to use and also when it is better to adhere to more traditional ways. We are accustomed to our modern lifestyle, and at first, the idea of changing it may seem impossible. With a focus on the authentic purpose of life and health, attitudes may change in coming generations so that a better lifestyle can become the standard. I hope that this book provides examples to help initiate this process so that positive social change can be brought about. To summarize, 1. The drastic changes in the last few years make it quite challenging to follow a healthy lifestyle and yet show that it is even more important to live in a manner that protects us from the negative impact of these changes. 2. Only a few could consider the deleterious long-term effects of this new kind of farming with the help of pesticides, hybridized seeds on food quality, health of soil and produce, on farming communities and on society as a whole. 3. We are accustomed to our modern lifestyle and at first the idea of changing it may seem impossible. 4. With a focus on the authentic purpose of life and health, attitudes may change in coming generations so that a better lifestyle can become the standard.